What's going on, Fireflies? It's me, Neon MUA, and I'm here to present you with some greatness. I haven't done a video like this in a while. Like, it's been a hot minute since I've done one of these videos. In today's video, there's been a lot of newish makeup coming up. There's a lot of new stuff coming up. Actually, a lot of stuff that's just been released and a lot of stuff. It's a lot. And so today's video, I'm going to be reviewing some products, give you guys first impressions, some demos, a lot of whatever. A lot of these products I have been using over the past month. Some of these products I've never used at all. So keep that in mind. A lot of products I've been trying out and haven't had any issues with, or I've had minimal, and you'll find out later on. You're going to see some L'Oreal, some Benefit, some Maybelline, and you're going to see a brand that you haven't seen on my channel and never, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I've talked about this brand on my channel. So yeah, today's video is going to be a full face of first impressions, and hopefully there'll be something in this video that you like, and if you don't, eek, I haven't done my job. So before we get into the video, as always, if at any point you are enjoying yourself and enjoying me and the content that I'm creating, then go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up, like, and support. It means so much. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I upload. And without further ado, we're going to get right into this video of a full face of first impressions and new-ish products. So let's go. Alright guys, so let's get started. The eyebrows are done. And I'm doing my eyes first today, so this is a new product that I have not used yet. This is an interesting product because this is the Tarte High Tides and Good Vibes eyeshadow palette. Now, I have not made a purchase from Tarte in over a year. The only things I've ever purchased from Tarte is their man-eater eyeshadow palette, the Shape Tape, and I've gotten like little mini size products here and there. But this is the first time I've used Tarte in like over a year. So this is going to be exciting. This is, like I said, the High Tides and Good Vibes eyeshadow palette. I grabbed this because it's very blue and I like blue. If you guys remember last year for April Fool's, Tarte has put out an eyeshadow palette that was similar to this color story. It was very blue. And then they were like, oh, it's April Fool's, and then Hush Cosmetics ended up making a dupe for it. So this is, I guess this is Tarte way of exploring that possibility. So you have a lot of cool tone shades here. You have some warm neutral shades over here, and then you have 4 glitters. I've swatched some of this stuff already. The blues are pigmented from what I've seen. Actually, I'm going to be recreating this look. It'll be somewhere. Oh, I'm going to be recreating this look by Eylure. Leary. I'm sorry, girl. But I saw this look like 20 minutes before I started filming, and I was like, ooh, I'm doing this. So I'm gonna recreate this look using this palette. Alright, so out of the Tarte palette, I'm going to first start with the shade Surf's Up, which is a powder blue seafoam, green blue situ. Yeah, I'm gonna put that into the crease. So what I'm seeing from this shade is it's a powder blue, it's a soft powder blue. So I'm not expecting like to be completely vibrant, but for what I remember, Tarte's eyeshadow palettes tend to be very blendable. So I don't have any problems with this shade in particular. Alright, so the brow, or that blue is done. It's a cute blue. Nothing too crazy. So now we're going to move into the next color, which is the color I'm really excited about, actually. Alright, so the next color I'm going to be taking is this really vibrant blue. This is deep blue. This is, from what it's like a metallic blue, but it's very, 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 very opaque when I swatched it. So I'm just going to start in the crease, stamp that in there, and then I'm just going to build it up. And I was worried for a second when I was stamping it in. I was like, where is the color? Where is the pigment? But once I started blending that bad boy, oh, she's pigmented. Like, pigment. Yeah. Stunning. I've been blending this out. I don't know if you can see, but like right in here, There's a little bit of patchiness from that metallic blue. I want to get the full use of this palette, so I'm going to dip into one more color. I'm going to take the color Dive In, which is a deep gray, Earl Grey blue color, and I'm literally going to run that into the very crease, or the very inner part of the crease, just to deepen that just a little bit more. All right, now I'm just gonna go and carve out my crease, and then we'll be back to do the inner parts of it, so I'll be right back. So I had started doing my makeup and I wasn't filming yet. Great, love that. All I did was go into this metallic shade here in the palette. This is the shade Berry Gold, and I'm just taking that and stepping it onto the lid as a base for the next shade that I'm using. Okay, so this is an interesting shade. Like, let me swatch it and see. Cause like, it's pearlescent, but also it's very like, it has a lot of glitter in it. It feels like it has a lot of glitter in it. And I can tell by the way it's laying on my eye that there's something going on in there that's not just like a regular metallic. Whatever. I've played with some of the glitters in here as well. I can do some swatches of that over here somewhere, but the glitters are cute. They're glitters, whatever. It's kind of hard to mess up the glitter, so yeah. So the next product I'm going to be using is from Maybelline. It is their new Chrome Highlight in collaboration with Puma, and this is in the shade Knockout. Gorgeous. I haven't done it on the skin yet, but from when I've played with it in swatches, oh, this is so pretty. This shade is a rose gold, and okay, like when I tell you this is molten rose gold, stunning. So I'm going to take that shade Knockout and put that on top of the metallic from the Tarte palette. Alright, so I'm done with the top part of the eyes. I'm just going to go and do some more detailed work to finish up and blend, and then we're going to get into the base. So be right back. Alright you guys, so we're going into the base. Next product I'm going to be talking about is something that I've been excited about for a minute. I've talked about this on Twitter a lot, and I'm glad to actually be playing with it now. This is the new Milk Makeup HydroGrip Primer. This is a gripping primer that is supposed to be able to hold your foundation in, and it's also great to wear on its own and all this other stuff. I've tried wearing this on its own before. I actually wore it on its own out to a club the other day, and someone said, oh my gosh, your skin looks so weak, and I'm like, I have nothing on. But yeah, we're gonna see. This is my first time actually trying it out with makeup. Like I said, this is a hydrating gripping primer, so it's gonna be good for those of you who have dry skin. It's also gonna help to lock in the foundation. I've told you guys before that I have oily skin. However, during the winter currently, my skin has been extremely dry. Well, not extremely, but noticeably dry. So I've been having to change up the way I do my makeup a lot lately. Like, I'm wearing more hydrating foundations than I usually would. I'm not trying to powder as much. And I think this primer is going to be a great addition to that whole little regimen, even though winter is almost over. But yeah, and I can already feel it's very tacky. Very tacky. So this should hold foundation well. They say to let this primer sit for 1 minute before you go in with your foundation, so I'll let that sit for a second before I do anything else. Next product I'm going to be using is a product that's not necessarily new, nor new to me. However, I've never really talked about it on my channel before. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Fresh Wear Foundation. Now let me clear this up. I've used this foundation on my channel. I used it in, I believe I used it in my Zodiac series, the last one I did, Capricorn. This is a product that I've become pretty familiar with over the past couple of weeks, but this is one of the newest launches in terms of foundation, and it is a foundation that is more of a hydrating type of foundation as opposed to something that's more matte. It has a medium to full coverage, medium to buildable coverage, if you will. I'm going to be using this, and like I said, this is the first time I've ever used this primer, so we're going to see how it works with this primer, because the one flaw that I found with this foundation is that it tends to move if you are not careful when applying the rest of your makeup. So like I said, this is a foundation that works good with hydrating primers. So hopefully this foundation will work great with the Hydro Boost or Hydro Grip primer from Milk. It's taken to the foundation well. It's not moving, coagulating, or anything. And that was something that I was kind of worried about because Thomas reviewed this primer in one of his videos as well, and it started moving and bunching up. And so that was my biggest concern, or that was one of my big concerns with this primer as well. As of now, I have not noticed anything out the norm. So we shall see. For concealer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer. This is honestly one of the best concealers I've seen from the drugstore since like Maybelline's Adrian line. A lot of people have compared this to Tarte Shape Tape. I can tell you that it is similar in terms of the coverage as well as the applicator, but what this has over Shape Tape, what this has over Tarte Shape Tape is that it is more hydrating, similar to the way Full Wear feels. It doesn't feel dry. One thing I noticed whenever I used to wear one thing I noticed whenever I used to wear Tarte Shape Tape is that it would make my skin like itch or burn like under the eyes. Granted, I have sensitive under eyes as is. However, it was a very weird I'm having a hard time speaking today. It was a very weird feeling, to say the least. So this does not give that sensation, that tingling sensation, if you will. And every time I've worn this, I've never had any complaint.
Ladies may remember this one from the late 90s. It's a little ditty I like to call Hey There. Hey there. Hey there, you hey there.
Yeah, this is a cute primer. Like I said, this is the, well, I have oily skin, so for me to enjoy a hydrating primer this much is really great. Next product I'm going to be using is something new that I didn't even know existed until someone told me. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana Setting Powder. Literally came out of nowhere. Like, I don't remember seeing anyone talk about this until one of my friends was like, hey, you know Wet n Wild has a setting powder? I'm like, what? I've been using this, and I can tell you that it's going to be a staple in my collection of powders. It's going to be something that I end up buying more of. It is like the Black Radiance powder. It is very fine. It is, I will say that this doesn't feel as dry as the Black Radiance setting powder. This one, I don't know, it gives a little bit more of a blurring effect as opposed to Black Radiance. Black Radiance is like, it's more of a translucent, but this one feels more blurring, if you will. Alright, so I'm going to contour and bronze. Unfortunately, I don't have anything new to show you guys right now. But we're going to contour and bronze, and then I'm going to go back to the eyes, and then we're going to be finished very soon. So, be right back. And we're back to the eyes. Oh, yes. Alright, I'm back to finish up the eyes. I'm going to go back into our Tarte High Tides and Good Vibes palette. I'm going to just use the same three blues I used before. I'm going to take the shade Dive In, which is that deep blue, and run that literally on my waterline, or right at the end of my waterline. Next, I'm going to take the shade Sursa, which is that powder blue, and I'm going to put that at the bottom of the eye. And in between that, I'm taking deep blue, and I'm just going to blend that into the two shades. So, alright, I'm just going to pop on some lashes. These are the Eylure Luxe Silk Effect Lashes in the style these. I'm gonna put these on, and then I'll get into the lips and highlight, and we'll be done. So, BRB. Alright, going into the highlight, I'm going back into that Maybelline Puma highlighter in the shade Knockout. She's blinding on her own. I don't know if you guys can see it. The gold almost turns green, which is a little concerning, but it's still very pretty. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but yeah. The Maybelline highlighter, I have no problems with. However, I want to just play around with it some more. I'm also going to be taking another Maybelline highlighter that's fairly new. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade 250. In case you guys are thinking, well, this is familiar or looks familiar, this is the highlighter that Nikkie Tutorials collaborate with Maybelline on. But I'm going to take this, and this is more of like a pearlescent champagne color. And I'm going to top that, or I'm going to put that on top of the Puma one. Just to kick it up a little bit. Okay, that's pretty. They're both gorgeous, but I like the way that it sits on top of the other. Okay. So don't really have anything new for the lips. Unfortunately, I can't think of anything I have that's new for lips. Yeah, don't really have anything new for the lips, so I just wanted to go in with a Fenty one. This is honestly just an excuse for me to wear this color. This is the color Turks and Caicos from the Mattemoiselle lipsticks. Ooh. This. That's very 90s. I really just want an excuse to wear this lip color. And then on top of that, I'm going to be taking the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Stratus Update, just to give it a little bit of shine. I'm here for this. Yes, Aqua Baby vibes. I'm here for it. Oh, monochromatic. Alright, you guys, this is the completed look. This is a full face of new-ish products, first impressions, if you will. Right off the bat, I like the look. Very monochromatic, aqua babes, if you feel me. If you don't like it, oh well. So how do I feel about this look or the products as a whole? Starting off with the Tarte palette. I feel like this is great for Tarte to get into something that's other than neutrals and browns and whatever. It's a cute palette. Like I said, I play with you guys saw I play with the blues a lot, and I think the blues perform pretty decent. The warm neutral shades, they're okay. Nothing to scream home about. Honestly, I'm sure there are more blue palettes out there than this. This is a cute little palette to have. If you're someone who's like interested in Tarte, yeah, this is up to your discretion. I feel like I'll use this again, but also I love blues, so it's like whatever. If you don't love blues, then don't get it. Simple. There we go. What else? The primer. Okay. My biggest concern with a primer like this is that it won't blur and it won't, like all my pores be emphasized and everything. My skin looks bomb. Like my skin looks bomb. And granted, the L'Oreal Fresh Wear Foundation is a fairly decent foundation. I gotta say that my skin looks really nice. Like, it looks really nice, and I think this primer has a lot to do with it. Like I said, my foundation didn't budge at all. It hasn't moved. My skin does not feel dry or cakey, if you will. Everything just sits well, and this primer is one of the main reasons why. I know I bought a mini, but I feel like once this runs out, I'm definitely gonna buy a full size. It's cute. Like I said, it's also a great primer to just wear on its own. So there's that. Fresh Wear Foundation, like I said, I've been using it for the past month. It's cute. Full Wear Concealer is that girl. One of the best drugstore concealers out there. Go ahead and grab it. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder, great. Like I said, I've been using it for a while. No problems with it whatsoever. The Master Chrome highlighters, the Puma one is pretty gorge. Like, I like the way that it looked reflective. Like, it looked very nice. Like, it looks nice. It looks nice. For deeper complexions, I feel like, I don't know, it's just me. Maybe I'm paranoid, maybe it's the lights, but it almost kind of looks green, but it might have something to do with the fact that I have blues and other things going on my face. So it might be throwing my eye off. Y'all, editing Darius here. Don't be alarmed by this. This will make sense in a few days. Just wanted to say that whenever I'm saying that this highlighter looks green, what I mean is that it looks, it's like the gold that almost turns green. It's very similar to the way that Trophy Wife turns green. And not in a bad way. Like Trophy Wife turns, it's like a greenish gold, if you will. And so this Puma highlighter also has that greenish gold reflect that's also rose gold. Still stunning, still gorgeous. I'm not going to stop using it. I think I'm actually using it. Nope. But yeah, I like the highlighter. Nothing wrong with it. Just making that note. Continue. And it's a limited edition highlighter, so go ahead and grab it. The Nikkie Tutorials Maybelline highlighter. Cute, blinding. No problems with it whatsoever. And that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, a lot of stuff that I used in today's video is fairly new, and I've been using it, but I haven't talked about it on camera, or it's just new altogether. So I don't have any issues. I don't have any complaints in this video. Everything seemed to go on pretty well. Like, everything was gorgeous, everything was stunning, everything was beautiful. No problems. So yeah. Alright guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. If you guys liked this video, which I hope you did, then go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up, like, and support. It means so much. Also, if you want to continue seeing my face on your YouTube feed, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I upload. I upload roughly 2 times a week. So go ahead and subscribe, get notified, and be a part of the Fireflies family. Also, you guys make sure you follow me on all my social media accounts. That is NeonMUA on Instagram, Twitter, as well as Snapchat. Love to have you guys be a part of that. Getting a lot of like splurges of followers, so I'm not mad at it. So tell your friends, spread the word, help a boy out. Alright you guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. And until next time, take care. Later.